Alright guys, this is DocM with another Minecraft video. You heard it! Yes indeed! This is episode 54 of the Minecraft World Tour. Welcome back guys, glad you could make it. I'm happy because I'm on a horse. Not here, but I'm pretty sure you guys saw the latest snapshot. Dr. Jark, maker of the More Creatures mod, or one of the makers of the More Creatures mod, got some love by the Mojang crew and they're working together with him, and now we got these horses in the game. Did a little review video about that. Even like there's a zombie and skeleton horse, if you don't know about that, we found them as well. You can also check that out in the video. Maybe you know that will be mounts for hostile mobs. I saw the skeleton horse. If you imagine like this bad boy here mounted on a skeleton horse. Are you digging a hole there or what is it? You know, skeleton on a skeleton horse in full diamond armor. Okay, that can be scary. But yeah, I didn't have time to play around with the snapshots all day long. What was that? I was busy cleaning up. And here we go. This is my new storage system. Well, if I say the one I newly built here, it's not my invention. This is a brilliant thing. Brilliant little thing. One of the coolest things I've seen in a while. Most clever things in Minecraft. It is basically an interdimensional storage minecart sitting here. But it is not only one, I have stacked 20 in there right now. Storage minecart sits on a hopper with a track on there. It's a power track, by the way. Wow. That was scary. So it's a power track, but for this setup here, also a normal track would do shh. Would you shh? Trying to explain things to people. What are you? Yeah, cats. So, the trick basically is, and that is just brilliant, you put it in there, stuff gets filtered into the storage minecarts when, as soon as this lower chest here is full, as soon as this has reached full capacity, you know, it's refilled from the storage minecarts. So that's freaking brilliant. You know, you just, for example, here, break this sand. It goes quick. And by the way, in case you didn't know this trick, but if you want to, like, say you have this inventory full of sand and you want to get it all into a chest, just pick a stack and shift double click. Whoop. Bam. On the item, and you can, you know, send it all into the chest at once. Didn't see so many people using that feature yet, just wanted to let you know. So yeah, it was not even, you know, a big job now resorting all this stuff. Just pick a stack, bam, click it in there, and another chest gone basically. And the only disadvantage is, okay, if you fill in so much as I do, it might have to wait a bit, you know, for the system to catch up. And of course, you know, there is limitations to it. In case you are a long-time subscriber and you know my old work in the very first World Tour, I worked with a principle of stacking minecarts and then shooting mobs all over the place in a mob system. That was pretty cool, the mob cannon actually. And we were using stacked entities of minecarts there as well, and we pretty much found out that like if you go over 100, you really might have some issues. I mean, right now we're recording, I set it to 90 frames per second, that is super stable, and if I'm not recording, I'm running at 350, 400, around here, depends a bit how much action the mobs make and whatnot. Lowest 250, and when I was stacking the 20 chest minecarts in there now, I lost about 50 frames, so you always have to see that. Oh yeah, 30 frames about. You have to see that as a percentage. I don't know how fast your game runs, but you will definitely lose a bit of frames if you stack too many minecarts. But don't shy away, you know, just don't use like crazy amounts and you can really compact your storage. So till now, you know, fill him up. If you want to take something out, you just do it and it refills it. And most of the sand is stored in the storage cards. I just find this thing freaking brilliant. It was a brilliant invention, one of the coolest things, simple things, you know, I've seen in a while. And I might just go crazy and try to stack all the sand in there and see what it does leg-wise. I will see, you know, how much I can fit. I got these 20 storage minecarts now. That's quite a lot. And when the system's full, I'm gonna slowly add more minecarts and see what it does. But as I am also offering this world for download ever so often, of course, as you know, guys, and I know many guys don't have like super fast computers or a bit slower computers, so I definitely want to make sure. Is there a squid drowning in water? I definitely want to make sure that you guys can keep on using it. Of course, that would be a bit sad if you download the world and it would be super laggy. But on the other hand, you know, I don't want to put too much limitations on me. I got the pretty fast computer, and yeah, it should be alright. One thing that totally bugs me out by now, I have to say, I kind of underestimated the annoying factor of it, is this. Oh, there's another one. And he has a dirt block. And he jumped into water and never will be seen. What? Did he just freak out? Just thought he spazzed by. So yeah, you know what I mean? They're ripping my island apart. See all these holes, man, and it's so annoying. Like I always spend a few minutes every time I log on and have time to play, walk around with some dirt, or you know, grab some dirt and move stuff about. Like this here, for example, that is totally stupid. Oh no. And try to even it out a bit, but it's a losing battle. You will never be able to compete with the Enderman. So we will see about. Let's get over to the witch farm. I've been working there most of the time, trying to figure stuff out, and I think I'm onto something there. So let's check it with our automated brewing and restacking and things. I made some progress. Let's ride over. We can also quickly talk about some other features that were added right now with this snapshot. Not all things are fully implemented yet. There's a haystack, and it has pretty interesting nutritional value for horses. And you cannot craft it yet. There's these leashes. Those leashes are really cool. You can basically attach most friendly mobs to them, and you can do fun stuff. You can even imagine using the leash to access their storage chests. So carpets were added. That is also pretty cool. Carpets are basically like snow layer. You can push them around with pistons, and they are very interesting for lighting if you think about it. Glowstone in the floor, carpet on top, bam, room is lit up. Pretty cool. Right, so let's have a quick look, or a little bit more detailed look on what I've done so far. And here I started something, looks like a shower, but yeah, we will check that out. So here is the item elevator. You saw me doing that last time, and I had full glass on the outsides here. And now I did put in some wooden struts, and I like it. You still have the see-through effect. At the moment I have the mob farm switched off, but we will switch it on right away to do some more testing. So I have this temporary thing to go up, and here you can see how I try to make the item catcher, and we should actually switch the mob farm on right now, so you can actually see something happening there while I explain. Okay, let's go. Witches. Oh yeah, there we are. Okay, saw some dropping already. Brilliant. Witch spawning is working like a charm. This thing here doesn't impair with it. I made sure to put some half slabs on and so on, and some lighting, so it should be cool. So let's come up here and check. So you see the elevator kind of ends below the hopper, and we use the magic anvil principle. Basically items will just go through the hopper, fly up and fly down, and then should be caught again. So now I have to wait a bit. Hopefully we will soon See some things popping up down there. Saw some witches dropping. There we go. Okay, now activate it. Let's watch it. Sugar comes up, pops up, and falls back into the hopper. Sticks, lots of sticks. Spider eyes, and so on. All the drops we can gather from the witch farm, so it works and we don't lose any items. And this way we get them into the system, which is cool. And the system is here. Let's have a look. So I placed half slabs on there, but you can see this is a connected hopper chain leading all the way to over here. And with this hopper, the actual sorting system starts. So if you want to replicate one of these, make sure to have an additional hopper in front of it. That is kind of important. It acts like a regulator for item flow, so you don't, if you drop it into the first, right here from on top, you can have some minor issues. So we have this hopper chain connected, and it leads all the way over here, and this is our access pipe. Whatever we don't sort out ends up down there in this chest at the moment. All other stuff is sorted, and we should get on top of the thing. So yeah, we use the same principle for the sorting I used for my other sorting cells I made so far. And as you know, the redstone signal is really distinct, you can even tile these things. This is the normal sorting cell, you know, just like that. Torch below this locked hopper here. Another comparator checking the top hopper, bringing the signal down. So this repeater here, no delay on that, just normal, or no additional delay, and then into a redstone torch, which unlocks the hopper. And you know how the sorting cells are set up, you know, 22 items in there. As soon as we get more, the thing starts with the sorting. So when the signal gets checked by the comparator, it goes 1, 2. And then this sorting cell is activated. It doesn't reach further than 2. So if you go, for example, if it would be sorting the second slot here, this redstone would be activated and it would go 1, 2, reach, and then the repeater below grabs the signal. But here it goes like 1, 2, bam, 3. Wouldn't be able to unlock this here, because this would unlock the next hopper, you know, have next to each other. So you can actually tile that stuff. And for now we have set up nether wart, sugar, redstone, gunpowder, and last but not least bottles. And all this stuff is sorted and already partially connected to the system here. So let's check that out real quick. You can see those are the torches that lock the hoppers. Then we continue the hopper chain right there into our system. Those are those 4 hoppers, and yeah, in the system, of course, nether wart, sugar, some redstone, gunpowder. Those are the ingredients we need to make our fully automated brewing going. That works already. Demonstrated you last time. If I flick the switch, whole thing starts. And yeah, access will end up here. We have some bottles in there still before, that was from before I installed the actual sorter for the bottles. And at the moment you can see this hopper chain floor and get taken away or picked up by hoppers that are hidden below the floor. So whatever drops on the floor they pick up, bring over, and it should be automatically stored in this large chest here, so I don't have to even carry the bottles around. So that's what I'm thinking right now, and I think I want to position the whole setup here. Also thought maybe putting it over there, but that might impair with the view on our item elevator a bit. So yeah, to think about it. So yeah, this is the thing I want to try out today. First of all, I need to get the thing dispensing as items. That's the first thing we need to take care of. Maybe want to use tripwire, make it drop. Yeah, excuse me. Yep, I'll try it out. I think I will build off camera a little bit, see, but it would be cool. Like we have tripwire, as long as we activate it, the thing fires on top, drops bottles down. We step out, it stops. Yep, that makes sense. Let me play around with it a bit. Okay guys, and here we are. Haha. Got something. I think I like it. I pushed it back a little bit because now I decided to go for a 3x3, a bit of a bigger area. And doesn't the portal bug you out as well today a bit? The constant portal noises? Shh. Be quiet for now. Huh? Just still hear portal noise? I'm getting paranoid from that thing. Well, in any case, here we got this, you could call it bottle shower. Kind of, the principle is, stand in here, you activate the tripwire and you can hear the dispenser going off. Let's have a look at it, not too complicated. So right here we have a torch pillar, we're coming up and this torch kind of controls the clock up here, and you use the simple clock. Because you use a hopper clock, by the way. Oh well, we stick with that one now. Goes over here. Quick delay, I don't want the bottles to come out too quickly. And I'm not sure I have enough space on top to bring my hopper chain over. Which right now ends over there, so I kind of need to come over here and connect. And yeah, let's try it out. Let's say, so this stack in here, and that is transported down into the dropper. And we would stand here, get bottles, cluck, 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 fill them up. If we had enough, we just step out. Oh, there's a little gap I need to fix still. Yeah, works fine. So, now, need some kind of sophisticated system. I was thinking if I want to do it really complicated, you know, like empty water bottle drops on the floor, must also be taken up and be recycled. I might have to time it, you know, change the timings a bit, so you stand there and just click, 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 because we don't want to have items transported over into the chest that are not full bottles. Right now, below you can not really see it, but this is hoppers. Ah, here we go. Hoppers, and they all connect to that one hopper. Let me get rid of that. To this one hopper here up in front, and items dropped on the floor end up in here. So let me fix that here real quick. So half slabs and then below hoppers. I was thinking maybe use soul sand, you can stand on that too. But I think, why was my ender pearl spread out? I think it is okay like this. So one minor issue we could have is when I grab an empty bottle and it falls on the floor and gets transported over and gets into the system. So we might have to do somewhere below here, hook up another sorter that makes sure only full bottles come through and all the others are tossed. We can just toss them into some lava or something. You don't need them. I don't want to recycle them into the system. That would also be an option. But in general, I don't think we will run low on bottles at any time. It should always be just fine. So okay. Now another issue is how do we transport it up in this chest again? I mean, I could use a normal dropper elevator. We could put it here. Come up with a dropper elevator, or maybe a bit set back so we can potentially hide this. Yeah. We might come up here, somewhere here maybe. Come up here. And just bring the items up a bit. And then maybe have another hopper. Kind of go into this chest here from the side. No, here we could, and then have a hopper chain coming kind of this way. Yeah, and then droppers facing upwards, and we power the thing. We use another item elevator. Okay, that's some kind of a bigger project. Then again, that involves some digging and stuff. Yeah, but this machine is really getting sophisticated. I like it. I like it, indeed. Okay, so now I'd say we shall try to connect here. Okay, so where were we at? Here. Okay, and we want to go in there. Is the height level okay? Yep. We don't want to interfere with the torches here, although I could come over here. I'm not quite sure how I want to connect it yet. I could go in right here, like this. And then come from over there. That be alright? Wait, where's my normal pick? Oop. I think they just made it into the dispenser and in the dropper there, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it could work. We might have to change it later on. Depends a bit on the design. You know, at some point then we have to get this all connected. You know, mold it in, make a room for it, blend it in. It's gonna be a huge room. It's getting really big. But interesting project. I'm learning a lot again. And I will use systems like that in a storage room to sort out all items. And right now I'm learning everything I need to know about this stuff. I'm really firm with it now. Feel like kind of got the system nailed down, how everything works together and things. So yep, pretty cool. So I'm already looking forward to new content, but there's so much stuff to do with these things yet. We didn't reach the limit yet. I think I should have a few hoppers. Let me see. So yeah, guys, maybe we can discuss a little bit. I saw, I wanted to address that actually. I saw about when the horses were added. I was actually really surprised how conservative some people are. And we all know, you know, mostly younger people play the game, and it seems there's some kind of a reflex in the community. Okay, that should give us bottles now. Some kind of a reflex in the community whenever something new gets added. First of all, people say, "Oh my God, now Minecraft is not what it was anymore." Yeah, that is typically pretty correct to assume that if you add something new to a game, it might be not the same. But I don't feel the horses are like totally out of place. I think what kind of made some people insecure, let's say it like that, was that the animations of these horses are a bit too smooth to be true. You know, for us Minecraft players, we are, you know, used to this awkward, or you couldn't really call it awkward, special way of things are animated in the game, movement and stuff. And yeah, this looks really smooth. It's made by Dr. Shark of the More Creatures mod maker. So yeah, you know, it's a different thing, but yeah, we got witches. We might see different animations for other mobs as well. Also, what it would be really interesting for me, we asked that again, what kind of mobs do we want to see? Do we want a shark, or is it too genuine? Because shark, More Creatures and shark closely related, dangerous water mob. We could get a shark, but what is your opinion about that? I think that is a bit too genuine. It would be cool if it would be something more off the charts, you know what I mean? For the dangerous water mob. The horses are pretty plain now. Ooh, bit of rain. Okay, got some bottles there. Just want to see if we have bottles arriving in the system. Let's take them all out. Yo. Good. Good, 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 good. Very good. It's cool that they fixed the hoppers in a way of that you can really use them. Wow. It's a Thunderstorm for sorting systems in a more compact way now. Quite some evolution so far, but I'm happy with it. Yeah. Should all work. And yeah, here's the leftovers chest for now. Let's grab these bottles, kind of toss them into the system and see if they all make it to the end. I mean, there will maybe some bottles in the hoppers here and there, but it will. Yeah, it is. Where's all the bottles? Is it that quick? I doubt it. Let's see. 40. That quick? Wow. Serious weather conditions. Can't sleep. It's daytime. Stop it. I hate it. I'll be back when the rain is up. 1 sec. Alright. Looks good, looks good. I just wanted to confirm. There you can see the effect of the sorting. You see how the redstone reaches to there, but not to there. 1, 2. Bam. So that's how that works out. Pretty cool. The only way it could break if you don't have this buffer hopper below or in front of the whole system. If you dump directly into the first chest or in the first hopper, you might get some trouble. Cool. Cool, cool. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with the progress again in this episode. Until next time, I think I will think about the pickup system here. Try to implement that. So we have this item elevator over here, store things in, and then we can start making this place look a bit better. You know my motto, form follows function. That's always been my approach with Minecraft. First make the machine, and then try to make it look good. And of course, keep a bit in mind how you want to lay it out. So this is, for example, why I didn't have the bottle sorting right at the beginning and did put it at the end, so I can have my bottle shower over here. And now okay, yeah, fill up. You should have a full inventory so the bottles drop. It would be more easy. Does the pickup work? To test it. Yeah, it works. Just want to toss it on the floor and don't mess with it anymore. Okay. Stuff disappeared. Got a few more glass bottles. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, you see that? Definitely the hoppers below are not full, that is certain. There's certain spots where it doesn't really get picked up. Where is this spot here? There's a spot. Don't we have a hopper there or what? Did we break out a hopper? Okay, it's full. Yeah, system was full. Okay, I think that was the reason. This hopper there was full. But that will be not a reason because yeah, things will not be clogged up. Okay. That must work fine. It was just not taking it in because it was full. Cool. So yeah, we are good. I think we're on the right track. Maybe you guys have some ideas, you know, how we could make the pickup system work in a compact way. I have my plan, basically the hopper chain, bring it over. But maybe there's some other cool alternatives. Of course, once again, this episode will be open for all video responses. Maybe, you know, I introduced something lately. Every Friday or so I at least managed to get a Minecraft episode done, and then maybe one more during the week of the world tour here. So maybe we could always make Friday a bit special, where we open it up to video responses, and yeah, I don't know, show some special support for the episode or something, and yeah, maybe get some community thing going on. Special Friday world tour, community support session or whatever. Maybe that would work out. So it's a bit special, you know. If you do it too much, I learned that from experience, the effect wears off a bit. So maybe if we promote it good together, you know, make the video seen by a lot of people and so on. It's a mutual thing. You could help me out to get some views, and I can help you out to get some views. And I think we already had that going on pretty well back in the days with Dear Dog, and maybe we can bring it back in a way here in the world tour, because for Dear Dog, in case you wonder, I have different ideas for what I want to do with that kind of show, and it will happen, but you will see. Alright, so feel free, put down video responses, feel free to hit that like, and see you next time. Bye guys! So the system is running. Right now we reached redstone phase. Next up, gunpowder, so we already have